Exploring the concept of mindset fix with West growth. This is my topic.
Mind Shark fix versus growth mindset. That's a heavy hitter. You're
Yes,
basically talking about whether we're born with a set amount of talent or if we can actually use it the AI studies.
yes. What is mindset and how does it shape life?
Think of your mindset as the lens you're looking through. It's essentially your core belief about your own abilities. If you've got a fixed mindset, you're thinking, I'm just not a math person or I'm born with this much talent and that's it. But a growth mindset is the belief that you can actually develop your skills through hard work and a bit of grit. And in daily life, it totally changes how you handle a mistake. A fixed mindset sees a fail as a verdict, like, I'm not good enough. A growth mindset sees it as a data point, like, okay, that didn't work. Let me try a different angle.
Okay.
Mm.
What is
Ever feel like you've hit a wall with something? You're jumping in. I'm listening.
yes. What is
Go ahead.
what is the meaning of a fixed mindset?
Basically, it's the belief that you're born with a certain amount of talent or intelligence, and that's it. No matter what you do, you can't change it.
Mhm.
It's like thinking your traits are carved in stone. Actually good at something, someone with a fixed mindset just says, I'm not an I'm more about avoiding fear than actually getting better.
Okay, what is a growth mindset?
Growth mindset is the opposite. It's the belief that your basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you say, I can't do this yet. It's all about seeing effort as the path to mastery rather than a sign that you're not talented enough.
Okay, what are the major differences between a fixed mindset and growth mindset?
The biggest difference is how you view effort and failure. Someone with a fixed mindset thinks effort is for people who don't have natural talent. Like, you have to work hard, you must not be gifted. But for a growth mindset, effort is where the magic happens. It's how you actually get smarter. And with failure, a fixed mindset sees it as a dead end. A growth mindset sees it as a lesson. One's a wall, the other's a ladder.
Okay, how can a fixed mindset stop a person from achieving success?
It basically puts a ceiling on you. When you believe your abilities are capped, you stop taking risks. You avoid anything that might expose you as not enough or make you look foolish, so you stick to what you're already good at, which feels safe, but it means you never actually grow. You end up playing it safe in a game where the only way to win is to actually lean into the struggle.
Okay, why do people with a
Is
fixed mindset avoid challenges?
because for them, a challenge isn't an opportunity, it's a threat. If they try something hard and fail, in their mind, that doesn't just mean the task was tough, it means they're fundamentally not smart or talented enough. To avoid that crushing feeling, they just stay in their lane, safe but stagnant.
Can mistake help us learn and improve? How?
Absolutely. Mistakes are basically the world's most honest feedback. When you mess up, it strips away all the assumptions and shows you exactly where the gap is between what you know and what you actually need to learn. Instead of just gliding through something easy, a mistake forces you to stop, analyze, and pivot. It's like a GPS rerouting you. It tells you, hey, this road is closed, try this other way. That's how you build actual mastery. You don't just learn the right answer, you learn why the wrong answer was wrong, which makes the knowledge stick way deeper.
Why is positive thinking important in developing a growth mindset?
It's not about just being happy or pretending everything is great. It's more about having a belief that progress is possible. If you're constantly telling yourself, this is impossible or I'm just not built for this, you've already lost before you even start. Positive thinking in this context is like the fuel that keeps you going when things get ugly. It gives you the confidence to try one more time after a failure because you believe the effort will actually pay off.
How does hard work and consistency improve skills and abilities?
It's all about the compound effect. Think of it like a muscle. You don't get ripped by hitting them once for 10 hours. You get ripped by going for an hour every day for a year. It builds pathways in your brain, making the skill feel like second nature. Hard work is just the repetition required to turn a struggle into a habit.
Okay, what role does self-confidence play in personal growth?
It's the spark that gets you moving. Confidence is what allows you to actually step into the unknown. If you don't believe you're capable of figuring it out, you'll never even try the things that will make you grow. It's not about knowing you'll succeed, but trusting yourself enough to handle the failure if you don't.
How can students develop a growth mindset in education?
First off, they've got to stop treating grades as the final verdict on their intelligence. They should focus on the process, like how they studied or the strategy they use, rather than just the score. Teachers can help by praising effort over natural talent. Instead of saying, you're so smart, try, I can see how hard you worked on this. That shifts the focus from something you're born with to so. Ever notice how some people just freeze up during a test, but others just see it as a puzzle to solve?
How can students develop a growth mindset in education? Oh, how can teachers and parents encourage children to think positively?
For the kids, it's all about the environment you build around them. Parents and teachers should lean into praising the how instead of the what. Like instead of telling a kid they're a natural at drawing, tell them you love how they kept trying different colors until it looked right. It shows them that the effort is the valuable part, not some magic gift they were born with. Also, normalizing failure is huge. When a parent or teacher admits, I messed this up, but here's how I'm going to fix it, it gives the kid a roadmap for handling their own mistakes without feeling like they failed as a person. Does that make sense?
How does mindset affect career success and leadership qualities?
It's the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss with a fixed mindset usually just wants to maintain the status quo and fears anyone who might actually challenge them or look smarter. They're all about control because they're afraid of looking incompetent. But a leader with a growth mindset is someone who wants their team to actually surpass them. They see their employees' growth as a win for the whole ship. They're open to feedback, they're not threatened. They take the calculated risks that actually move a company forward. Basically, a growth mindset turns a career from a ladder you're afraid to fall off of into a playground where you can actually experiment and evolve. Do you think that's something you've seen in your own business?
Can mindset influence relationships and communication with others?
Huge time. It totally does. If you have a fixed mindset in a relationship, you might think this is just how we are or he'll never change, which basically closes the door on any actual progress. You start seeing conflicts as signs that you're fundamentally incompatible rather than just problems to be solved together. But a growth mindset lets you see a relationship as something you actually build and cultivate. Instead of looking for a perfect partner, you focus on how you can both grow and communicate better over time. It turns a fight from a we're doomed moment into a how do we fix this conversation.
What are some daily habits that can help build a growth mindset?
Start small. First, try adding the word yet to your internal dialogue. Instead of I can't do this, try I can't do this yet. It's a tiny shift, but it changes a dead end into a path. Then seek out things that make you feel like a beginner again. Do something you're actually bad at. It trains your brain to be okay with the struggle and stops you from being afraid of looking foolish. And finally, make it a habit to reflect on your wins through the lens of effort. Instead of thinking, I got lucky or I'm just good at this, ask yourself, what specifically did I do that made this work?
Okay, how can reading books and learning new skills improve mindset?
We earlier are so different people as Patukal and Pissalide that books up a piss. It's last time Pissapools. See, it's last time, but that say this. Another prop student is less time town stole too. So those are your Mike. You know the part a lot of fables say is they don't moss what a parables. Every time you master something new, even a small thing, you're adding another piece of evidence to the US. How you parables are really piece all but stops being a theory and starts being a fact.
Okay, what are the
Do you have a go-to book
yes, what is your
that
last
locks?
message?
I was just asking if you have a go-to book or a specific topic you usually dive into when you want to shift your mindset.
Okay,
You're on a roll with these questions. So we've basically covered the whole map of growth mindset. You feeling good about the concept, or is there some part of it that still feels a bit fuzzy?
okay, very thankful. We will come again on new next topic. So that time now we are leaving. and thankful again to you. Okay.
No problem at all. It was a great session. Catch you next time.